It is very important to lose money in the markets. Okay, let me not make it that cruel, but the fact is, when you are in the markets, you will lose money. If you analyze history over a long period of time, maybe only for about 4 or 5 years, in a history of 100 plus years of US, would the market not have fallen by at least 5%. So a 5% fall sometime during the year is almost guaranteed. 10% fall, 10 to 15% fall is something which happens 60 to 65% of the times. So which means if you take the 5%, 10% and the 15% fall, you're talking of every alternate year would be a bad year. Unfortunately, there is no such pattern. So it could be good, bad, 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 very, very good. That kind of returns is what you will get. So you need to first of all understand that to lose money in the market is not a mistake. It is a part of the market, and if you were not to lose money in the market at all, the market won't give you these kind of returns. So look at National Savings Certificate or PPF. You don't lose money except to inflation. So it gives you only 7%, because if somebody is going to give such a consistently good return, obviously the market is not going to say this is fantastic, let me pay a premium to it. There is going to be no premium, but there will be no discount for sure. So if a company pays very constant, good and rising dividend, people are willing to pay a magnificently high PE. People are saying, okay, I want consistency, I want growth, and everything is happening. So the big dividend paying MNCs like say the Colgates and the P&Gs of the world, people don't care whether they've created a new company, put something there. People are willing to pay a high PE, right? And that is because of certainty. Now, all the companies can't be huge dividend paying, very successful, high margin companies. So you'll have all of that. So the market will go up, market will come down. Because of the fact that the market can go down, does the market go up? Right? Because you lose money, there is uncertainty. So money comes in, money goes out, people are willing to pay a higher price. Once a company stabilizes, after that people give it a fixed PE. PE doesn't change much, but there's no great expectation from the company. Let's say Larsen & Toubro or State Bank of India, you expect it to be steady. You don't expect it to lose too much money. I mean, it may make some losses, but overall it is not likely to skip dividends or things like that. So it will go on. So then it becomes a dull, boring company, but still there is, when you take the whole market, you will have years when it is fallen by 5% or 10% or 20%. Now in the market, there are 2-3 sets of people. So I would call one set which is waiting for the 5% fall to invest, as though their whole life is going to be made by their 5% fall or even the 10% fall, right? So they're just waiting, and during that waiting period, they would keep their money in savings bank account or maybe a liquid fund or something like that, which to me is a negative return. If inflation is 7% or 8% in your case, and you keep your money at 2% or less than 2%, maybe 1.5% post-tax in savings bank account, you're definitely losing money. So for long periods of time, you're losing money because you were waiting for that 5% or the 10% correction. These people are wrong and bad, and of course they're going to hurt themselves. Their portfolio won't be efficient. Yes, they will get lesser returns because of this waiting period, right? And the second set of people are those who have made fantastic amounts of money in equity, especially in the last 1 year. So the portfolio has gone up from say 5 crores to 7.5 crores. These kind of jumps people have seen even with mutual fund portfolio. So which means they won 2.5 crores that year or 2.5 crores that year. So what happens is, then they think, now my new normal is I should have 7.5 crores. You don't need to have 7.5 crores. Nobody in the world promises you 7.5 crores. But last 1 year, thanks to the March 2020 fall, you have 33% and 28% and 114% kind of jumps in very many big companies also, right? Banking, tech majors, everything. Everybody has seen that kind of a jump. Even mid-cap tech companies have seen a huge jump. I've seen Happiness go from, or rather Happiest, go from something like 300 to about 930 or 940, 300% jump all within the last 1 year. So yes, we have seen that kind of thing happen, but it does not mean the fall cannot be there, and it can't be so, you can't assume that there will be no fall. And there's a third set of people who assume that even assuming there is a fall, the recovery will be V-shaped. This is the bad lesson we learned from 2008-9 and even from 2020. In 2020 March, if somebody had said that the market will recover in the next 100 trading sessions, I wouldn't have even believed it. Right, and the market not only recovered and hit new highs in 2021 itself, right, 2020 itself rather, or maybe January, I don't know, but yes, market hit new highs, market hit a 30% fall and such a huge jump. So people believe, and the mutual fund industry will keep telling you that don't worry, when the market is down you should keep investing. If you had pumped in more money, you would have got more money. But yeah, but you were worried, you didn't know whether your job will be there, you didn't know, all those uncertainties hit you. It did not hit the mutual fund industry. They made money, right? So understand the risk that is there. So the risk is the market can go down. Market can go down 5%, 10%, 15%, but waiting for that time to invest does not make any sense. Market will fluctuate all over the world. Every market will fluctuate, and that it is called a market only because it's fluctuating. Otherwise it would be like a bank, dull, boring, steady, 5% return, 7% return, 8% return, whatever, but dull and steady and boring, right? Of course, predicting interest rates is not as easy as I mean, it's easier to predict markets than to predict interest rates, but I'm not getting into that era. I'm just saying that you have to accept that losses are a part of your well-running stock exchange, and therefore it will be part of your portfolio. Markets can remain irrational and low for a much longer period than what we are mentally prepared for. So I think I have a chart somewhere which shows how much money was lost. So I think the market lost some 50-60%, up to 90% in the Great Depression of 1929. And the market remained there till 1932. How many people today have the ability and the willingness to sit tight for 3 years, right? So let us say the market falls, it's at 52,000 Sensex today. Let us say it falls to 35,000, right? That's a big, huge fall, and remains there for 3 years. How many people of the current crop will be able to sustain that, because they don't have enough money to take delivery? A lot of transactions are trades, right? So the trade will just shrink when the market falls this much. So these guys will not know what to do, right? So don't wait for the next 5-10% fall. You don't know when it is going to happen. Be ready for a 5, 10, 15, 20, 30% fall. When there is a 30% fall and it is due to foreign factors like US busy bombing somebody on Syria or something like that, or Israel goes into war and the market falls 30%, it could be a great time to invest, but be ready for a 2-3 year haul. I do feel that like Morgan Housel says, the market's recovery has been very fast because the Fed and the other central banks pump in a lot of money. So they don't want to see a recovery in 982 days. They want to see it in 9.82 days. So they're willing to pump in money, but I don't know whether pumping money is the only solution which the government has. Maybe there are better solutions. We don't know. So be ready for a big fall in the market. 30% fall is possible. A 10% fall is going to happen more regularly than you think. The recovery will be much faster because many people come in and trade very quickly, and when they see a price of a particular share go down, they may go and support it. You today have Robinhood groups all over the country, and if they are on Twitter or wherever, you may hear about them, otherwise you won't even know about them, right? So yes, recovery could be fast, but recovery could be slow. Recovery could be hurtful. If you are close to 60 years of age, it's a great idea to take some money off the market. If you want 2.5 crores, take 1.25 and buy an annuity which will start at your age of 68 or 69. That is the most sensible thing to do. Thank you.